Hey everybody, this is Ruthie here, and I am here to be raw and real with everyone today. I've been asked so many times, what are you doing? How are you doing it? Why are you doing it? And I just felt compelled to tell my story and give you a little bit of, what I've been through, my background in details. So I was basically that frustrated fitness person who, was always told, if you're going to be in the fitness field, it's going to be a hobby. And frankly, financially, I needed more than a hobby. But I was torn between passion and paycheck. It really just ripped me to shreds to think about doing something every single day that made me miserable, depressed, and just didn't bring any value to my life or to my family's life, but it brought a paycheck. At the same token, there were some things I was very passionate about. I love being a group fitness instructor, and I've now been in the fitness industry for 15 years. But I had to find a way to make my passion my paycheck. I didn't want to accept what people were saying, that it can't be done, because I knew other people had done it, and this girl was going to find a way. So after being, years of teaching, running a fitness facility that basically failed after 5 years because the overhead and the pressure had just stressed me out emotionally, mentally, and the amount of classes I was teaching had left me broken physically. I was broken financially as well. So I went on this search to find a way to change this, to solve my own problem. And as I was online pursuing not only my personal training certification, I found that I could be an online virtual coach and a trainer. And I decided to research this and find out how I could do this. I knew that training online was the wave of the future. I knew that my clients that I was working with weren't always succeeding. They loved coming to the gym, and frankly, we had a fun hour when I taught classes, but they weren't reaching their goals, and that was another problem I wanted to solve as well. As I decided to dive into this, becoming a coach, becoming someone who could work one-on-one with people and in small group settings online, my husband, who was running a very highly successful property investment business, which supported us, well, we found out that one day, things were changing. 2009 came, and on paper, we might have looked very successful, basically fit for life. And what it looked like, that was written in 6 and 7 digits on paperwork, allowing us a lifestyle in a blink of an eye was taken away. The rug was pulled out from under us. The banks closed. And as I'm standing there physically broken, my body was just overwhelmed with injuries from all the classes I was teaching. I had even created a callous vocal cord that changed the tone of my voice and caused so many problems that I knew that I had to take a break. My husband and I looked at each other and we didn't know what we were going to do, because it looked like my career was over and so was his. And so not only physically broken but financially broken, looking at being bankrupt in just a split second, we had to devise a plan to not be victims, but to have the victory. We had to take our mess and be our message. And that's what we decided to do. We chose to put our house on the market, and frankly, whether it sold or not, we took that leap of faith to start our life over, to start fresh. Because if we knew that if we had our head in our failure, that it would be very difficult for us to be able to focus on what we wanted to create and design, the life that we'd always dreamed of. And just a split second, just like that, it was taken away from us. And we were going to come out fighting. So we packed up, and moved 500 miles to the Emerald Coast. It was only 2 hours from where I'd grown up. It was a life and a lifestyle that I knew as a child. And frankly, it was a way to start over, have the lifestyle of beautiful beaches, and be able to just get our head down and decide what we were going to do. That's when I decided to focus on my coaching business. That's why when we decided being an entrepreneur was the way to go. Starting over where no one could pull the rug out from under us, where every day what we developed is what we would live. It would be ours, it would be secure, and basically if we needed a raise, then we were the ones to do it. We were our success. So, long story short, basically in just a matter of 2 years, we went from broke and broken to financially fit and able to help many others create the same lifestyle that we were on the road and on our journey to create. So what we do is we bring people with us. We started a mentorship. We started a type of just, taking people under our wing and showing them what we're doing, how we're doing it, and how they can succeed. And by building a team and an army to create not only physical fitness but financial fitness, we were able to secure our financial future. We would be so excited to take you on this journey with us. And maybe your struggles are financial and you are broken and bankrupt. Maybe you just don't have any time. Your job and what you're doing, you're working for someone you don't like in a job that makes you unhappy and depressed, and you just are working so many hours that there's no quality time for you, your family, and even to think of what kind of financial future you have for yourself. How will you retire in dignity? What will you provide for your children and your future? That is what you've got to ask yourself. And that is why we decide to step up, design, create a life, or we would live by default, and that wasn't working. So I just want to encourage you, if you're just sitting on the fence or thinking that you need a change, that nothing's working, that you're stuck and there's nowhere to go, you do not have to be hopeless. There is hope. Make your test your testimony. Whatever your mess is, it can be your message of victory. You can create the life that you always dreamed of. But you have to have a vehicle. You have to have something to work with. You have to have tools in your hands and people that will not let you fail, that already have done it. They've gone before you. I hope you'll reach out to me and let's chat about what your goals, your desires, and dreams are. Because I understand the pain and I am here to solve your problem. I hope you'll think hard about this, because the life you already dreamed of is just one decision away. Come join us, because the future is looking pretty doggone good and pretty exciting. I look forward to talking to you soon. And part 2 is telling you my bigger emotional why of how my life is about to change forever, and why I've gotten even more excited about financial freedom, more excited about travel, more excited about not being stuck and pinned to a schedule and to an income that does not allow me to own my own life and live by my own desire, my own means. Come join us. We would love to have you. Talk to you soon.